Okay, I do believe we're now live, people. I think so. I'm pretty sure we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my 5th ever MudRunner stream. We've had one literally yesterday. We've had a play on the coast map from SpinTires, which has been ported to MudRunner, which was a lot of fun. We played with the Tatra T815 VT, the 8x8 version. So that was great. Brilliant sounds in that, great modeling. Also with the shield add-on, really liked that. And we also played with the Grobtrav, so Wartburg, an East German, not sure if it's a sedan or an East German car, police car variant. So that was a lot of fun. Sharadice is here. Hello Sharadice, welcome to the stream. I know you can't see the game yet. That is intentional. That is going to change very soon. Namely right now. Well, if you can kind of see it here. It will change, don't worry. Also, I'm up here now. You can see I'm up here. This is because there is user interface. I think, I'm not sure which way am I facing. Hold on, one second. I need to say this like that. Yeah, there's user interface down there in the corner. Like down there, there will be user interface down there, and also down there. So, and up here as well. Sorry, up here as well. It's going to be user interface. So there's the only bit where there won't be user interface. So that's why I'm up here. Anyway, yeah. So let's get going. Let's start right now. So I have a lot of time, because I don't know how much time I'll need. But so you can see this is what we played last time. Coast 2016 from SpinTires, and today we're going to be playing on the hill map also from SpinTires, which is this one. 1 second. That should be good. That should be good. Okay. Okay, that's only one truck though. And seeing as I've read one of the actually I don't know now. I've read one of the comments of this, and they said that there are no other trucks spawn with it on this particular map, and it needs an update. So I did actually find a pack of SpinTires maps, which I did subscribe to as well. This one. But I can't really, I haven't seen them. I'll try looking through this list again. It could have a different name. Just going to see very quickly, have a look at the general layout. Okay, just very quickly going to see. I didn't really have time to prepare this before. And okay, that's one of them. I think there's one of them. There's the river map. So I'll quickly see if I can find. Okay, actually, is it this? I think that's plains. I think it should be this one. Probably. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if there's any other vehicles spawning on this version of it. Tricky. Although, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's try this version. And I wanted to use these STEVORIK, the Kirobet's fictionalized version. Really wanted to use that, though if no other vehicles spawn, I don't know if I can, because I don't know if it has proper add-ons. Actually, it might have trailers. Do you know what? I'll see if, like, what kind of trailers I can attach. There's probably just the scout logging trailer. If that's all, that's going to take ages. And if there's no other vehicles spawning, I'm not sure if I can use this after all. Maybe I'll play a different map? I don't know. Okay, there's short logs trailer. There's medium logs. Okay, there's 4. I can transport 4 points worth of logs. Okay, that's 8, this trailer. That's kind of cheaty. Although we are streaming, not sure how long it's going to take. There's 1, okay, there's 4 lumber mills. Okay. Do you know what? Let's try it. That's what I'm thinking. Let's try it. There's 4 lumber mills, 1 other garage, right here. Let's get the garage. Let's do that first, the garage, and then we will use the 8.1, because that one shots lumber mill. So, but there are 4 of them, so that is still going to take a while. Do you reckon that's a good idea? Where's the garage? No, that's the garage trailer. Utility. Yeah. There's also the loader, of course. But yeah, if we want trailers, we can't really have that. Okay, let's try the garage trailer. Okay. One moment. There we go. Yeah, just absolutely brilliant mod. This tractor right here, it is fictional. It is heavily based on the Kirovets K700 Russian articulated tractor, huge tractor, originally from the 50s, I think, but the model it's based on is the 70s model, I believe. But yeah, this particular one is fictional, this red one, but it's based on it. But it just looks completely believable, and all the texture work is put into it, and the extreme weathering throughout the model. It's just absolutely beautiful. And it works so well as well. Of course, there you can see it articulating. If you turn the wheel here, the entire thing shifts and bends basically. Connect the baby buggy to it. That would be an interesting mod. Also, there's a smokestack right in front of us. The chimney. Also, the steering wheel is also fictional. With this sort of asymmetrical steering wheel where this part is a bit higher than the other. Yeah, interesting. Okay. There's the garage. I remember the general layout of this map. I know when the yellow, like the actual tractor, the actual Kirovets tractor, when that was added to the original SpinTires, or to SpinTires originally, they modified the hill map here to include a field which had like a lot of bumps on it, which had a spawn point for the new tractor. But they had to cut the tractor for licensing issues, I think, because Kirovets at least is still around. Yeah, so they apparently found out about them using basically their tractor's likeness without permission, and they apparently weren't okay with that, and so they had to remove it from the game. But in MudRunner they modified it, they made it a bit fictionalized, so that stayed in the game. And this is a free mod, this tractor right here, the red one right there. And as I said, it's fictional, so yeah, that's completely fine. It's just the original SpinTires game that didn't make any model modifications to it at all, and just basically an unbadged version of a real vehicle. So yeah. Yeah, the field was the other way. If I drove in the other direction, there would have been the field somewhere back there, but yeah, anyway. Okay, gotta be a bit careful here. Also, please let me know of audio volumes, if you can hear the game properly. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite mods, this tractor. Also, it fixes something that there is a slight issue with the base game Kirovets, or type K700. And there's a slight bug with it in MudRunner specifically, because they fictionalized parts of it. So okay, I don't want to fall down here. One moment. That's... I can't really winch. Am I gonna fall? Maybe not. I don't think I will, but... Okay, that's just about... Okay, so... game is okay. What is the wheel diameter here? I don't know, I'm sorry. I really don't know, but it's... many inches. Let's just say. I don't know. But what I want to say is, if for MudRunner they did fictionalize pretty much all of the... well, all of the base game vehicles. They did swap the grills on the front or the headlights or do some slight modifications to basically for them to be able to say, okay, this isn't the real life vehicle, this is something we've designed, even though it's heavily, like, it is based on, they're all based on real life vehicles, but they are modified slightly. And so beforehand, the original SpinTires model of the K700 had the tail lights right here. Those are like flipped on the side, so not like turn 90 degrees, so it's horizontal, and it had them on the fenders on the back here, on the rear fenders, and that worked properly. But for MudRunner when they fictionalized it, they decided to attach the taillights on the rear of the cab here, like it is here, and turn them 90 degrees. So it just looks a bit more fictional, yeah. And that they also work, but the brake lights, the flares for the brake lights, they forgot to parent them to the other part of the tractor. So they just turned with the rear part, and if you were like bent like that, then one of the brake light flares would be hanging in the air here, and the other one would be clipping through the tractor, sorry. And they didn't notice that, because the tail light flares themselves, like the running light flares, do work properly. It's just the brake light flares that they forgot to reparent. But this tractor right here, which MudAuthor made, like from the ground up, here the issue doesn't apply. Here that isn't an issue, and he set them up right to be parented to the front part from the start. So that is also very nice. Emichu, hello there. Hello, won't be typing much, maybe will, who knows, but I'm here. Glad to hear it. Yeah. Hello, yes. Just driving a tractor around the hill map from the original SpinTires game, which was ported to MudRunner. And I have, in comments of this workshop upload of the map, I've read that no other vehicles spawn here. On this, actually, though, that's not true. There's one right there. Okay, never mind. This may go better than I thought. Okay, there's literally 2 vehicles right here. That's a relief. That's 3. There's 3 vehicles right here. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you. This is Zil 131. Of course, mostly Russian vehicles, Eastern European as well. There we go. And yeah, the tractor I'm driving is quite a bit of a fictionalized Kirovets K700. It's articulated, so you can see it bends when you steer left and right. The entire thing bends. There's like a joint between the wheels, but yeah. Anyway, I'm glad we've got more than one vehicle. I've got the garage points right here. Also, I should have unloaded them. I should have unloaded them right where the garage was. I kind of forgot to do that. Charlie says, you always say that you won't type much, then Kango builds a glass house toilet or something similar, and then you always type lots anyway. I guess I should do that in this game. Hey. Because that's blasphemy against the art of flipping houses. Okay, that's just 2 points. Okay, I guess. I thought I read 4 points. I don't know. Shadows. I thought people who want to buy those flipped houses usually want to get a good look at everything. The stupid tutor finally marked my stuff. All passes. What a surprise! It's almost as if I'm doing my work. Ah! Not everything. Everything. Tisk tisk. Yeah. Well, that's good news. That's good. Yeah, that's good then. Sorry. Yeah, that is a relief. I'm sorry you've got someone as a tutor who doesn't at all care about it, but I'm glad that you at least did something now. That is a relief. Okay, we've delivered 2 garage points. What do these vehicles have? There's a fuel truck. This one can carry short logs. What about that one? That's utility and fuel. Does that have garage points? I don't think it has. No, of course it doesn't. Also, it's completely damaged. So what I'll do is I'll recover this to the garage. Actually, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'll recover the tractor to the garage, back to the garage, pick up another of those trailers, and I'll go the other way, so you can see the other way as well. How to get to? Because there's 2 ways of getting to that garage. Could go for a different trailer as well. That's also 2 points. Let's do this one. Although that is longer. Okay, I need to position it properly. One moment. For the lore, I'm in the back of any and all vehicles doing my work. Keep a steady pace and don't budge me around too much, Kanga. I'll try not to. I'll also try not to flip the entire thing. Any failed papers will be on you. Okay, I see. Okay, why did that detach? Why did that immediately detach? Is this broken? Because this one is a modded trailer. I've not used it before. You know what? I'm just gonna go for the base game one. Actually, this one. Yeah. I don't want stuff breaking. Don't leave me behind. You're not in there. No, I would not advise you to be in the trailer. Okay, where? Hold on. Wasn't there a? Okay, this is different than I remember. Wasn't there a? Couldn't you squeeze past here? That is so strange. I thought you could. No, there is a. One moment. I think you can. I just didn't remember this being this tight back there. I will should have said that before I buckled up in there. I'm sorry. Amateur, I will notify you if you fall off a cliff. My broken bones shall too. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, you can just be right next to me right here. That is the only seat that's available, really. It's not a bus. If you want. You can see the fuel sloshing about in the fuel tank. Why is it this tight back here? No, that is not the intended route, is it? That is so bizarre. No, there's definitely a path back there, but I just can't seem to get to it somehow. That is so strange. I cannot squeeze past here. Yeah, the garage is just positioned wrong. It's too far toward the cliff edge. You should be able to drive past there. Okay, you know what? I'll have to recover again. I can't reverse with a trailer like that. No, that's wrong. That is so strange. It's like, was it called like Bernard's door effect or something? Like that phenomenon, if it's a very familiar space to you, but something, like there's a door somewhere where there shouldn't be one, where you don't remember ever being a door, there's just a door there, and you feel like a really negative aura from that door, because, yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Bernard's door. It isn't quite that, because, yeah, it is a bit different, but it's still very familiar map to me, this one, but there's just the one path that was there is just blocked by the garage, which that was strange. But yeah, let's just drive the same way again. And unlock the garage. something that SnowRunner added, the sequel to this game, something that they added to the game was that you can change the field of view in external and internal cameras. You can't zoom in that far with it, but you can make the field of view a lot wider, and that is something I do appreciate about the newer title, because I've played quite a bit of SnowRunner lately. And that game also has a quick winch function, where basically if I wanted to winch to a tree back there, I can just press F right then, and then it would automatically attach to the closest point where I'm looking with the camera. In this game, that isn't a thing. In this game, you need to be stationary, well, you don't need to be stationary, but you've got to have the parking brake on to, well, this automatically puts the parking brake on, and then you've got to manually winch. So, yeah, SnowRunner is a lot more forgiving in that sense, where they allow you for quick adjustments, like quick winching. Oh no. Oh no. Speaking of winching, I'll try this. Goodness me. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Need to read chat. I'm sorry, I need to read chat. Thank you for keeping chat active, everyone. Moxie quote, hold on. Where was I? I should stop the engine. One moment. Actually, I'll also pause the game so it doesn't turn nighttime. Sorry, there's so much chat. I shall sit on the tartan shirt, yes, okay. Okay, tippy typing away, keep me safe. We'll try to. Maybe the garage model in this game is larger than the SpinTires. No, it's the same garage model, it's just positioned differently, I don't know. It's really strange. So maybe that road connected in the original game, but here the asset's too big and it covers it. No, it's the same model. Maybe the scale is different? I have no idea. So you mean like Prisoner Zero? Oh my god, the wrong answer noise on this side is literally a man grunting in a bad bosom impression. Oh, XD. D. I guess they want you to not feel so bad about getting the answer wrong. Also, you should be careful about tipsy typing away. Who knows what you'll end up typing? I only got squash to drink, don't worry. However, if you're offering Alpha Neapolitan Cappuccino more Captain than Chino, make sure it's got no more than 4 ounces of milk. The beans won't have the right texture otherwise, and make sure they spell my name correctly. Make sure they spell my name correctly on the cup. They always put Foxy or Roxy. I hate that. If you can't tell that, I'll have a venti traditional misto. Please use soy milk with 2 blonde shots of affogato and ristretto. I'd also love 3 vanilla pumps at the very bottom, then add the coffee after. Enough! We aren't getting us coffee. Ooh. Copy and paste for your for the win. Okay, I see. Now back to work. Good luck. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Ooh, thanks, Kango. You're welcome. Right, let's start this back up again. Quite a few good Moxie quotes out there. I'm sorry, this is bouncy. I can't change it. This is a very bouncy ride. Water? And as I said yesterday, I just absolutely love the cinematic orbit camera that Pavel developed for the original SpinTires game. Like, once you know how to work it, once you know how it moves properly, then it's just so fun to get cinematic shots of your vehicle while driving. Yeah. because it like sort of pans, but it also rotates around. It pans. Yeah, it's difficult to describe properly, but yeah. Should have called Jessie Moxie, not gonna lie. She is a Virgo. I see. But yeah, I do get it. If you have a name reserved, if you've thought of a name for a different dog, which you then don't end up getting it, I do get how it would feel a bit odd to name a different dog the same name. I do get that as well. Okay, we'll just equip the the log loader. It might be useful. So what vehicle will we actually deliver logs with? But Jessie and Jamie. That's true. That has a much better ring to it. It does. She has a Jessie face, full of wrinkles. I see. Yeah. Also, these are completely totaled. Should I recover them? Okay, this one isn't. The fuel truck isn't. You know what, I'll just... Well... Also, of course, this is with the graphics mod. At Stega graphics mod, so the colors aren't as bleak. So they're a lot more lush. Because in SpinTires they were lush, but in MudRunner they toned the saturation of everything down a lot. And yeah, changed the lighting. Okay, let's leave this here for now. What to do? Yeah, let's tow the other vehicles to... Actually, I don't really need to tow them, but it won't take that long. I could just recover them to the garage right there, but... Do you know what? Can I grab it? Can I just grab it? Look at this. Will this hold? I'm not sure if it will. No, not quite. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. I think this will be too heavy to lift sideways anyway, probably. Although I kind of want to try it. Do you know what? I'll try it. I'll try it. It's been such a long time since I streamed MudRunner. One moment. I'm not sure if I'll even be able to grab around it properly. It might be a bit large. Although that should work now. It should work. That should work. Kind of. It's a bit heavy. Do you know what? I'll just do it like this. Just in what other game can you do this? So stuff. I love it. There's an outhouse, by the way, if you need it. Okay, that's... look at this. This is just ridiculous. In the best way possible. Anyway, hold on, I'll just winch it. I'll just winch it. It's enough fun. And to be honest, the sidekicks should change the name to fit the main character. So if it were Moxie, then you'd need to be called Mixie or something. Mixie and Moxie. It sounds like those really old Hanna-Barbera mice characters, Pixie and Dixie. Like from the 50s or something, or 60s. I think 50s. Okay, that's repaired. Good. Or Foxy or Roxy, ooh. Yeah, one of those. Poxy when I'm ill. True, but you don't want to overshadow the main character. Jessie is the main character in my life, not gonna lie. Exactly. Fango, Brick Rigs or Stormworks? I guess so. I don't know. Probably. But the physics still feel different. Although what? Hold on. Yeah, the B131's still here. Okay, so the garage is unlocked. Now it's just for the actual log delivery part of it, and the watch point. Actually, should we discover watch points, or should we do logs first? I think we should get some log deliveries in there first, and then, if there's time, do some watch point discovery as well. Now it's turning night time. Good, these are all repaired now. Spare wheel can't hurt. Fireproof exhaust. Not really. Didn't need it. But actually... That's that. Nah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Yeah, won't use the semi-trailer. My head, I'm sorry. Let's uninstall all this. Really? Hold on. You backed me on the console. Yeah, I did. Okay. That'll be a fuel truck, which I'll need to load up first, but I'm not sure if we need it even. Okay, I'll get some watch points discovered right away. Then we'll be able to see. Then we'll be able to see more on the map. Let's go with this one first, and then we'll head down there again. Smack. Yes, I know. I wonder what console is a euphemism for. I don't know. Where's the actual watch? Okay, it's right there, okay. Right, that's discovered. I do really enjoy driving these articulated tractors. It's a very unique driving experience, and I have gotten quite used to them over the years. Okay, I would tip the entire thing if I went down there sideways. I'll try to go down straight, actually, and then turn off toward the right. Mushrooms? Good. Missed the mushrooms. Go all the way down, then turn. Sorry about those mushrooms. Okay, that's revealed quite a bit. Let's get this watch point as well while we're at it. It's not that far away. I asked about buses, but would you consider a logging job IRL? I'm not sure. Because I don't know. Do you mean like transporting logs in a truck? Or do you mean like actually picking up the chainsaw and sawing down trees? Or what do you mean exactly? Like a logging job, there are quite a few jobs in the logging industry. And nibbling the trees with your teeth. I'm not a beaver. Not sure if kangaroos can really chew through wood that well. Look at this adventure. uh, now the driving part. I see. I mean, the driving part itself wouldn't really be that different to just normal truck driving, I guess. I mean, it would. The thing would be different is that the pickup locations of the logs, it would be probably quite a ways away from. I mean, it would be probably down a dirt road or something, through the woods. But other than that, the actual driving from one place to another would be the same as just a normal truck driver, I would imagine. But it's just it's just you're just transporting logs from for like a woodland, either some woodland to a lumber mill or something or whatever else. So the only thing would be different from a normal truck driver would be basically where you're delivering stuff to or from. You would also have an above average chance of encountering Bigfoot, just like in this game. Yeah, what a group we have. A pumpkin, a kangaroo, a rat, Indiana Jones, a ginger with a goatee, a sea monster, and the Turk and female blue. Yeah. I mean... It's not wrong. Although in Minecraft, I'm not really a kangaroo, am I? I mean, I'm more of a netherborn, I don't know, imp-like creature, or I didn't really pay much thought to it, but like some sort of nether creature, bipedal nether creature. My current skin in Minecraft, at least, like the bit bitey skin. I haven't really made a kangaroo skin for Minecraft. But yeah, I'm not in the game really, so kangaroo, if I'm Kangafanga, if that's me on Twitch, that does fit still. XT, true, and another vampire, yeah. So that's instead of the kangaroo, yeah. Who sometimes shapeshifts, yeah, of course. Oh, then a frogger for me, Ratko. Oh yeah, true. Okay, there's the watch point right there. Can we exit it from the left? Yeah, I think so. We should be able to. I think that's too deep. That water's too deep to actually go through with this. Creature of the nether region, you say? You mean like these guys? Pediculosis pubis. I don't know. Feel free to link that if you want me to see what that is. If it's appropriate for the stream. There's the watch point right there. I'm gonna reverse into it. That's gonna be the easiest, I think. But yeah, about a logging job, I don't think. I don't know. Like just driving trucks. I'm not sure if you can. I don't know. I think it would be more of a general truck driving job, if at all, not specifically logging. If it were to go down that alley, but I don't know. Honestly, I've not given that much thought. And with bus driving, I mean the actual like. Driving the bus itself would be the thing I would enjoy out of it. I like the countryside, of course. Like seeing the countryside, I'll be able to drive down those roads. That would be nice. But all the other parts that come with that profession, like dealing with the passengers, the fares and stuff, and they can like most of the time that should be fine. But like. it does vary, of course, and depending on what time of day you're like the shift you're assigned to, like what time of day it is and what day it is, what weekday it is. You can also get like drunk people, of course, and people who cause a racket, cause a fuss. That has I've not experienced it much, but I remember back in 2019 or so, like around autumn 2019, I have been on a bus where there have been people who did like troublemakers, who someone was really drunk, and the driver had a lot of issues with them, and also someone was just smoking in the bus, and then people let them know that they were smoking. The bus driver had to stop, and then had to deal with all that, and then she threatened to call the police on them multiple times, which they didn't actually end up doing, I believe. Actually, I think they had I think they faked a phone call to the police or something. I don't remember exactly, but I think the bus driver might have pretended to call the police or something, which then helped. I don't remember all the details. But yeah, like there's stuff like that to the job as well, and that I wouldn't be too keen on. I mean, yeah, and that aspect of it, like people having to deal with just whatever people want to use your vehicle, which, as I said, most of the time will be fine, but there are cases where there are troublemakers or problems. Wouldn't be a thing with driving trucks, really, because you're on your own for the entire thing most of the time. Of course, sometimes there are also like bits where I think you do drive with someone else, and then they you take turns, like when one of them is too tired, the other one drives or something. But yeah, need to read chat. Where was I? Pubis was censored. It is a legit animal species name. Till the Twitch cards. Also, it's the name of a literal burn in the body that is going too far, I tell ya. Yeah, in a certain area. You can ban them IRL, Kanga. I mean, it's a lot more personal when you're literally right next to them, and like assault screens exist for a reason in buses. Like in London specifically, like every bus has one, I think, but also some in other parts of the country and around the world, like assault screens on the cab door of a bus, where it's just like a glass, plexiglass, a glass screen basically with holes you can speak through. Those exist for a reason, and as I said, it's a lot more personal. Yeah, I don't know if I would. I see. Lice. Okay. Okay. Sure. What was I? By the way, those guys, the lower lice humans get, we apparently got that from gorillas. Okay. I see. If I recall correctly, Blach, I'd sit in bleach. YouTube link in Birmingham, they also have those assault glass things. Yeah. I think in Dorset, like southern Dorset, they also have them. I remember this clip. Oh, I remember this, that there was a scene like that. The Ford CLT 9000 cab over truck. That's in SnowRunner, by the way. That truck. As a licensed product in the base game. But yeah. Yeah, like that part of it would kind of... I don't know if I wanted to go through with the job, like to actually attempt to get the job and stuff like that, with that being a big part of it, or that having the chance to be a big part of it. I don't know if I'd really be too keen on that. Do you remember what her deal was? Kind of thing. No, I don't. It's been so long. Like visually, I remember the scene, but I only saw the like. I'm not sure if I even saw all of them, but I saw a couple of the Pee Wee Herman movies. What was it? 2016, 2015, something like that. But yeah. Of course, like, it is a different thing. Like, being able to, like, having the qualifications to drive a bus or something. I wouldn't have anything against that. Or, like, owning a, potentially at some point down the line, like, actually owning a bus, or like a preserved bus or something, and being able to drive that around, or with friends or whatever. Having the friends, like, actually ride with you in the back. That does sound like fun, but it also sounds like a big money investment to actually maintain the thing and to get fuel and stuff like that. If you're just using it, actually not using it for actual, like, transit, but, well, I don't know. It sounds like a big money investment and a big time investment, having to tend to its needs all the time, and getting spare parts or whatever, especially if it's an older vehicle where those aren't really manufactured anymore. Yeah, I don't know a lot about it, but yeah. As nice as it would be to own something like that, actually having to deal with it, I'm not sure if that's really how feasible that would be. Also, I don't have too much fuel left, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it to the next watch point. If not, I'll just recover back to the garage. Also, there's chat. 1 moment. Do you remember what I... Yeah, of course. But I have these 2 love bugs at my base. Took this screenshot a couple weeks back. Oh yes, the 2 skins too. That's lovely. Well, there's pink eyes. She was a trucker who stopped to pick up Pee Wee Herman, yeah. And then later at the diner, it turns out that she wrecked many years ago and died, and now her ghost roams the roads. Oh, I see. They look so offended I disturbed them. Yeah. They look so shy about it. Oh. That's true. I see. I remember a song called Phantom 309. A trucking song, country song. Wait, pink eyes. The turtles are into licking eyes. I don't know. But yeah, I remember a trucking song, Phantom 309, which is also similar to that, where someone hitches a ride with a trucker and actually rides with them, and they talk for a long time, and then at some point they're like, okay, this is where you get off at this truck stop because I'm going this way now and we're going different ways. And so that trucker gave them a dime for, like, to get them to buy themselves a drink or whatever, or something at the diner. And then the guy, the protagonist of the song, I guess, goes in the diner and then says that Phantom 309 sent them, and there's this, yeah, they give them the dime. Then the bartender or whatever, like, they seem really scared, or like they turn white as a ghost. But then they say, okay, this happens every now and then, and it's just a bit of a ghost story because that truck driver also died because they came up to an intersection really quickly, but they were like school kids passing over, so they turned the wheel, the truck tipped over, and they died in the accident, just to save the school children. But then they were still somehow there, and they were able to, the protagonist was able to hitch a ride with them and talk with them as well. So, and then at the end, the protagonist gets to keep the dime as a souvenir from the Phantom 309 was the truck's name, the ghost truck's name, and Big Joe was the ghost trucker's name. Yeah, that's a song that exists called Phantom 309, and that seems like a similar story. Oh wait, yeah, it's a normal human illness quote. Okay, I thought the dime was supposed to bring luck. Yeah. I don't exactly remember. Okay, that's the only watchpoint I haven't discovered. Will I be able to actually get back to the garage with the fuel I have left? That would be such a surprise. I'll try it. 37 litres. I don't know how successful I'll be. We'll try it, because I'll be really shocked if I can. Also, I'll disable all-wheel drive, so I don't consume as much fuel. I think that, yeah, it's 3 litres right now a minute. 2 litres even. 1 litre a minute. I should be able to do that no problem, actually. But yeah. There's a lot of good tracking songs by C.W. McCall as well. Johnny Cash, of course. But yeah. From the 70s, around there. Okay. I'll do that. I'll be able to do this, no problem. Also, we do still need to deliver logs to 4 lumber mills. Not even done 1 yet, but we have discovered the map, most of it. Didn't even need to recover back to the garage. Almost tipped it then. I almost tipped it then. Okay. Right. C255 here, which is really nice. I kind of want to see if I can get that up to the up here where the garage is. I could recover it. We've got just under an hour left, or just over an hour left. I don't know. Do you know what now? I don't know if I should keep a surprise Kango. Yes, yeah. Yep, you're telling me. Yeah, yeah. I didn't flip it yesterday, and I don't plan on doing that today. But I can't promise it. I can't promise anything. Truthfully, at least. Yeah, this truck right here, Kraz 255. I think it's from Minsk. Actually, was it MAZ or? Hold on. Hold on. Sorry. This was okay, Ukraine. Okay, it's a Ukrainian truck. But yeah, many of them were used in Belarus, in Russia especially, also China. A lot of them were built, and they're really sturdy trucks, which don't really break much, and they can they're built to last and built to. It's a military design mostly, but there were civilian versions of it. But yeah, they were also built to still start up at negative, deep negative degrees temperature, negative 40 degrees or whatever, to still be able to start their engines. Yeah. Actually, I should be able to get to the garage, no problem. Watch points right there. Should we clear that first? Let's clear that first. That's the last one. If we can easily reach it, that is. Surely doing your work would be easier upside down, because then you'd have more blood in your brain to do more think with. Plus would build muscle mass in your arms to keep them typing on the ceiling. See, win-win. I have low blood pressure. You'd soon be shotgunning with a corpse. Goodness me. And maybe not. Maybe not then. That sounds like a lot of hassle. Yeah, it does. Okay, where are we? Here's the watch point. It's literally right off the dirt track. Okay, that's the entire map revealed. Look at that. Zoom D535 here. We might grab that to do some logging stuff with as well. I think I'll do. I don't know yet. I might do each logging hassle. Okay. Not the entire map. No. Those parts back here. That isn't part of a watch point radius. Like the watch points are just all black. These are just parts that aren't covered by watch points, I guess. But that is the entire map just covered. Technically, I think if I did go here, it would color it in. Just right where I'm driving. But yeah, that's all the watch points just covered. Where was this? I think like that somehow. Like somehow like that. There's those shadowy places. Not incomplete. You just want a 24-hour stream on behalf of Blue. Back here. I do. And sir, can I have company as a work? Yeah, that's fair. Hey, if you want, you can watch the archive of yesterday's MudRunner stream. Or at least listen to it. Wasted Tries came as well. Yeah, let's get this truck fitted out with logging stuff, and then let's head to the log station. It's a bit crowded here. Excuse me. Right, what to do now? Right, I'm thinking long log cart. Actually, we'll do, yeah, we have to do 2 together, I think. So 6 points and 2 points. So one truck will have with short logs, one will have with long logs. Hold on, one moment. Okay. Okay, where was I? Long log cart. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Long log cart. Reserve tank. That's something the graphics mod adds. Canisters. Yeah, we'll get all that. Lovely. Then we'll pack the cart. Look at this, because we can't load the logs right now because we're not at the log station yet. There we go. The collider isn't exactly right. It doesn't probably slot in here. The collider just goes across like that, but yeah, it's negligible. Okay, we've got this one ready. Which one will we use for the second? Just this one, but that gets stuck quite easily. This is the one you drove in the first ever MudRunner stream. Remember, Emichu? This little thing, the ZIL 130. Do you remember the engine sound? I guess if a winch behind, it wouldn't really make much difference. If it can probably get through, but yeah, I don't know. I could just try it. I should really start actually. You know what? I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll winch it. That's what I'll do. It's not the same. That's true. This is my very, 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 very first live stream ever from 2020. That's Trains. Oh yes. Aw, baby Shavadois. I've gotten better at it since then. Yeah, same. Honestly. I mean, I made the mistake of not even having a microphone active on my first ever live stream where most people came. Yeah. That was a mistake. Can't change that now, but yeah. Okay, where's the log station? Log station's right there. Then there's a lumber mill here. Okay. Timestamp, yeah, the pain in the bash car, yes. Trauma right there. Huh? Yeah, I should have really... I just didn't think about stuff back then that much. About like the specific vehicle selections. I should have really told you about this not being that great a truck. Thing is, I haven't used it myself that much. Because I just made the mistake of not letting you know that it's not really suited for off-roading that much. Yeah. That was a mistake on my part. You can't change it now. Where's the... Okay, back here. Turn right, I guess. Excuse me. Hey, you can be in the truck back there. And I can winch you around if you want. I don't know if this was a good choice. Don't blame yourself for that awful car's existence. I mean... I'm not blaming myself for the existence of it, but I should have told you that it wasn't really a good one to choose. Because I had played the game a lot since back then. I had a lot of hours in both MudRunner and SpinTires, and so I should have really done that, but yeah. No, never again! I mean, you won't have to drive. You'll just be riding along. Okay, you can be here if you want. Being in there is torture enough. In here, I mean. Yeah, if you put it in a gear and then right click while you've got the gearbox active, it just accelerates automatically. I found that out last time I played MudRunner, not yesterday, but I last played it late 2023, so sometime around there. I think I found that out. I'm sitting on one of the spare tires. Oh. What spare tires? The tires? Oh, there's actually just one of them. It's literally right behind the cab. So you're sitting right here, outside. I mean, if you want to. Why is it not going? Oh, that's gone stuck on a tree. Look at that. Oh no. Come on. Please. There's a bot. See, it's pathetic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. Unban? What? Oh, you already banned it. Okay, thank you. In the back of the cab, you mean? Because the tires at the very back are for the fold-down trailer. Yeah, right there. Middle fingers up at that stupid ban. I mean, this, like the ZIL 130, in real life, was extremely popular in Russia. Like, it's a Russian-built van. It was literally everywhere, and it was produced up until from the 60s originally, but up until 2012, it was produced still. The ZIL 130. That's a blue truck back there. So many. I guess they weren't really using it for this severe of off-road tasks, or they modified them with better tires or whatever, which this one doesn't have. But yeah. Hold on. Let's winch to the tree. King Fango, if you unfold the trailer now, would the blue truck become a bogey? It kinda would. Which is also funny because truck is another word for bogey. I'm gonna drive a different truck for the next log run. Kango, you're driving a Ukrainian truck, dragging a Russian van. Leave it. Kill it. Wait, where's it gone? I accidentally did leave it. I didn't mean to do that. Come back here. You left it, yes, run! No. I need it. You know what, I'll actually hop into it and drive it myself a few meters. I'm not going to reverse all the way. I'll try the winch. Drive away now! The horror! Excuse, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come on, it's close enough now. It's close enough. I don't need to drive it anymore. Yeah, pretty much all trucks in the game are better. Like, base game trucks are better than that one in terms of actual functionality. Like how useful they are, I mean. Because it is an off-road game and the wheels on it are like normal wheels, pretty much. And for like farm work or whatever, where you just on... Why am I so stuck? Legit, why am I so stuck? So how's the work going? I mean, ironically, it's about forms of abuse. And there's abuse right here. Well, then you can use it as an example if you want. Okay, we're almost out of the woods. Figuratively, I mean, we'll remain in the woods for the entire session, but out of the figurative woods, because this is a proper road. Well, I say that it's a lot more of a proper road than before. Look at this. There's smooth sailing, pretty much. There's a lumber mill right there, so we'll just load up the logs downhill. Look at this. This is all. It was all worth it now. Look at this. Oh, it's getting damaged. Oh no. Look at this. That was great. That's my favorite part of the map. I mean, all the other parts are really scenic as well and lovely, but that specific part of that really steep slope without mud on it is a lot of fun to just barrel it down. Okay, now I've got to load these up. Hold on. Yes, break it like it broke me. It did get damaged. Okay, let's load up the Kraz first. I'm already in it. And then we'll load up the ZIL 131. And then we'll drag it to the to the lumber mill uphill. And then we'll get a different vehicle. That's the laundry. And boarded up windows for some reason. And an outhouse. Look at that, just through the puddle. It just looks so good, the water physics. I love it. There we go, long logs. Now let's load this thing up. Like, if it had different tires on it, it would work really well. Just for some reason the devs decided not to put proper off-road tires on it, even though it's an off-road game. So it's really not very usable at all. Despite the model being really good, it's just, yeah. Short logs, come on. I'm too close to the log kiosk, hold on. Yeah, it's 139 points of damage on it out of 400. Okay. Right, let's go back in the Kraz 255. Oh, come on. This one author's name is Katie. Just call a child Katie. Katie. Oh, I see. Katie, yeah. I mean, I don't know. If they prefer the other spelling, I don't see a reason why they should really do the traditional stuff. I don't know. The sod ain't getting anything with a name on a keyring. I guess that is a factor. Well, then the keyring will be even more special, because then that means that whoever wants to give her the keyring has to, oh no, has to do like a custom job on it. Oh, what am I supposed to do now? Do you know what? I'll try to save it with this. This is the B130's chance to redeem itself right here. Redemption arc incoming? We'll see. Yeah, that helps. That definitely helps. Oh, I'm glad I didn't tip it. That was helpful. Wanna know a sad fact? I guess. Go on. Well, then you've always got to say my name's Katie. It's not Katie, but with a Y and 2 E's. Yeah, that is probably annoying for whoever has that name. Because no one's going to think that by default. Like, if you just say my name is Katie, everyone's going to think, okay, Katie. And then, if someone ever writes a card for her or whatever. Oh, that's strange. The parking light flares just didn't move properly with it. Anyway. Yeah, that is a true thing. Okay, we've kind of freed that now. Let's jump in the other one and catch up. So this thing did actually help out. Despite everything, it was able to save the Kraz from flipping. So that's a win in my books. I'm not saying it's usable for off-road stuff. I said it is definitely not. It gets stuck in pretty much every opportunity. It doesn't have all-wheel drive. But it can help out. If it's not muddy. I need to read chat. Hold on. Do you know what? The lumber mill's right on top of the hill here. What I'll do is, there's quite a bit of chat, so I'll just quickly deliver these logs up the hill and then we'll read chat. It's literally right up there. Let's go in high gear for this. Lovely. Okay, that's stalling the engine. Let's go low. I hope we'll be able to get back here properly into the lumber mill bit. I should be able to. Sorry, mushroom. Sorry, mushrooms. Come on. What was I stuck on? Don't even know. Code Monkey see as well. Hello. Hello. Okay, let's unload here. Just look at how stunning this looks. Just the lighting just looks brilliant. Okay, we've unloaded this. Let's pack the cart. Oh, sorry, that's still winched. That's still winched the truck. Shouldn't have done that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's move out the way for the B130. Or should I winch it right now? I don't know. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll try it normally. Short logs. That's the last 2 points for this lumber mill, then that's going to be completed. Thanks, that's all. 8 load points delivered, lovely. There's 3 more left though, 3 lumber mills still to go. But yeah, I'll rechat now, and then I'll continue on. Actually, I'll close the board, because the graphics mod also includes the ability to close the sideboard back here. But yeah, anyway, quickly chat. Sad fact, let's go. Let's have a see. Let's have a see, yes. There's these super cute little gonk plush keyring charms in the local shop. Imagine garden gnomes, basically. Kate. Oh, hello there, yes, Code Monkey. And they have all these different names. Octopus mothers literally starve themselves to death to protect their children, and then they eat her corpse afterwards. Yeah, that's sad, but on the other hand, that is just nature, so normal, I guess. But there's no Jamie. Jamie, what a common name. Where is it? Nowhere, that's where. They have Jesse and Gay. Hello, monkey. That's the downside of being the sidekick dynamic duo. Crying. Of having your signature always being the second paw print. Every hero needs a sidekick. Every captain needs a mate. Yeah. Kangafango, how many log points do you need in total? 8, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's 6 plus 2. Yeah, that is sad. But yeah. Right, what to do now? I want a different truck, that's for sure. I'll recover the Zell back here. Not sure if I'll need it today. I think I'll just leave it here. The Kraz as well. Actually, there's a D535. What does this have? This garage. Let's recover this in the garage as well. If there's space. I hope it's not going to spawn inside something. Okay. That's just about fine. Let's get this fitted out with a long log cart as well. This one. We'll need to drive somewhere else so I can spawn it in. It's a bit crowded here. Yeah, in real life, the MAZ535, this Belarusian truck, had like these lights up there are just aftermarket. Those aren't actually on the actual truck. In real life, those two are the headlights, and the early models even had a central one in here, but that wasn't a headlight, but that was rather an infrared light. So it was like military purposes. It was able to operate at night a lot better with that. But yeah, fun fact about this truck, I guess. Okay, let's pack that. Wonderful. And then let's I mean, that's kind of a fuel truck now. Don't know if we'll need that as a fuel truck. Or if we'll use the cab over here, the Kamaz. Let's use the B131. This was also by the same company that did the B130, the ZIL 130. So ZIL, the company. And this was also produced from the 60s up until 2012. So, very long-standing model. Where's the log carriage, sorry. You just need 2 points. Don't need any trailers, that's good, okay. But this one's a lot more capable, and it's also got 6 wheels and not 4. And it's got off-road tires. Yeah. Wonderful. Oh, it had a big heat lamp on the nose. Uh-huh. Pretty much. Okay, let's close the board back there. And then let's head out with the D535. Actually, that's the thing. D535, I don't really need it because the Kraz is already here. How many log stations are there? Is it just the one? Don't know if we'll able to do. Don't know if we're really able to. If we'll be able to complete the map today. There's just the one log station. Rudolph. Actually, I think we'll just use this one for now. Actually, hold on. We can go downhill here. Downhill and then join. Actually, hold on. In single player, it does take a lot longer than multiplayer to completing a map. Of course. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it. There's a link. These things, even online, no, Jamie. Oh, also I see you use DuckDuckGo. Nice. Harry. Oh, I see. Do the ones with female names, do those also have beards? Just general question. Like Clarissa or something. If it was like a name Clarissa or whatever. Do they all have beards? Okay, I'll try. Hold on. Yes. Okay. No, they don't all have beards. Do they not? They all are beards. Okay. Actually, let's get them both active. Let's get them both going. Here. I'll winch the other one. Didn't know they were gay. You know the term, yes? Beards? Nope. Yeah, not really. I'll take your word for it. A beard is a woman who a gay man marries to pretend he's not gay, common in the 1970s, 80s and such. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I had not heard of that before. Is there also a term for it being the other, like if it's the other way around? The woman usually knows. Oh, I see. Is there also a term the other way around? I don't know. Men can be beards too, of course. Okay, okay. I see. But then if they're all beards, would they Why would they be gay if it's a term for the woman, not the guy? Okay, I see. Both. Right. I actually never went this way down the hill. I always went over like where the lake was, as far as I can remember at least. It's just more common with men, as women could get away with being besties. Right. It's odd how it's only that, like, in that direction, like that. Or at least used to be, kind of. Puddle incoming. Trailer view. Yeah. Oh yeah, actually the reserve tank add-ons and stuff, that doesn't really do anything because we haven't been at a fuel station. So I've not been able to fill those up because they start out empty. So this tank right here, that's behind the cab, that's just empty. You can see the red outlines. Oh well. Yes, push please. Oh, I'm already out of fuel almost. Goodness me. Are there no fuel stations on this map? I don't actually remember. Go careful not to break your lead. Ha ha ha. Where are the fuel stations? Hold on. There has to be one at least, right? No? Seriously? I can't even use the fuel cistern add-on because I can't fill it up. That's odd. How am I supposed to complete this map? See, that's empty. But there are no fuel stations, fuel stops. That is so strange. Like driving from here to the log station ate up so much of my fuel. I've got 107 liters left. And it's draining quickly because I've got all-wheel drive and diff log active. I don't think I'll be able to make it to the other lumber mill, to this one, actually. Maybe just about. I don't know. I think that's a bit too tight. Revolutionary solar powered trucks. Yeah, not here. Won't find any of those around here. Can you fill the normal tank of another truck at the garage and then transfer to the extra tank of the first truck? No, unfortunately not. In SnowRunner that is a thing. You can transfer the fuel just out of the normal tank, and then the truck you're fueling from will just be empty if you fuel all of it out. That is the thing you can do, but in this game, that doesn't work. You can only transfer fuel from add-ons that are filled up with fuel. And you only fill add-ons up at a fuel station. But since there's no fuel station on this map, I can't fill any of the add-ons, so those are useless, and yeah, I don't know. If I get the tractor down here, then I could be able to maybe tow this whole thing, but I don't know if that'll take longer than just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to winch the other truck right now, because that is just going to take a lot more fuel. Because I really need to have diff lock and all-wheel drive active, so I'm able to drive here at all. Because otherwise it would just get stuck, or would take longer. I mean, I don't know. Diff lock is helpful, and it is nicer now that it's actually getting daylight as well. But I still don't know if I'll be able to make that, because that is really tight, and there's still a long way to go. Especially with the long logs load, that is really heavy as well. Technically true if you think about it. Yeah, I guess technically. Technically is. I think there's a slight chance I'll be able to make it just about. But I'll definitely be stuck there, and I would have to recover back if I wanted to move anywhere from the lumber mill, if I even make it to it. But there is a slight chance, because even though the bar is red down there, that like subconsciously makes me think, okay, that's never going to be enough. But looking at the actual bar, it does say 58 liters out of 600, so there's still a good bit left in the fuel tank, but not a lot, especially compared to the fuel tank's capacity. And another thing that doesn't help is that in this game, at the garage, you can only fuel up until 200 liters. Despite, even if your fuel tank's larger than that, you can't fuel more than 200 liters at a garage. So, yeah. You can never fill your fuel tank if you've got a larger one. Okay, I think I might actually be able to make it just about. Also, why is this the American Wild lumber mill asset? Like the American one. That's wrong. There's a map from the original SpinTires. This asset wasn't around back then. This lumber mill. That is so bizarre. Why is that there? It's supposed to be a part of the original SpinTires map. Okay, now it's starting to splutter, and I just about made it. Okay. Whew. Good. That was surprisingly good. Okay, I'm just going to recover that. Stop the engine. I'm going to deliver the last 2 short logs. Same route. You know what? I'll just make a more generic route. More general route, rather. Not that specific. Turn the diff lock off and all drive off on non-muddy road. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe the garage is the American one too? No, it's not. It's definitely the classic SpinTires garage model. But I think it's just positioned wrong or something. Like that garage model was even in the tech demo of SpinTires, so that's definitely the old one. This is a zippy truck. Quite a quick one. And I forgot to pick up the logs. I'm sorry. Time to go back. I forgot to pick up the actual short logs. Thankfully it won't take long. Is it starting to splatter and dodge? Ha 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 ha. Funny. Thomas and the Magic Radar reference. Shameful. Yeah, it is. I was thinking as well, oh, this is surprisingly quick. Surprisingly zippy, as I said. Yeah, that'd be why. Exactly, like if the B130, if it had the same off-road tires as this truck, as the B131, we'd have no problem in the game. But yeah. Also, look at that spotlight. Right next to the cab, right there. Like adjustable spotlight. Interesting detail. The fire extinguisher as well, of course. Let's try it again. Yeah. Oi mate, where's our logs? Whoopsie poopsie. Yeah, that dialogue just in Russian. I wonder how that would sound. You left before the guard blew his whistle. Exactly. Exactly. What was it called? Thomas's Coaches or something? Like the Thomas story? No, it was. I don't know what it was now. Where he left without the passengers. Well, without the coaches, I mean. Thomas's Train, I think it was. Thomas's Train, yeah. Boss, make a note to fire that one. Please don't. Scared off that crow. I mean, I haven't tipped it over once, to be fair. So my driving can't be all bad. Also, it generally wouldn't be my job to load the logs anyway. It would be someone else. Because the truck driver would just drive the truck to the point. Also, there's the edge of the map back there. The driver would just drive to the log station, then someone else would be generally tasked with loading the map, and then the truck driver would drive away from it again. But apparently not. Didn't mean to do that. Don't want to tip it. Thank you. Not now. Not now after I've said I'm not going to tip it. Sorry, mushrooms. That would have been far too ironic. Oh, no, you don't. Thank you. Excuses. Yeah, true. In Russia, logs drive you. I asked where the headache rack is for. What the headache rack is for. Yeah, this doesn't have one. I mean, I guess the box and spare tire behind the cabin is kind of that, like a protector. But no, not really. Doesn't really protect the cab itself, like where the head would be. Also don't want to put here. I could easily, but I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to. Come on. Oh, that's 3 points actually. Okay, nice. That's now done. There's 2 lumber mills left. There's one up here by the garage. And there's one down there. We've got 15 minutes left. Final destination, flash forward. Flash forward? Oh yeah, yeah. I've not seen the movie, but I know what you mean. I've seen that scene with a police car. Okay, should we just... what's the best route? There's only one log station, and this truck's already quite close to it, so I think what I'll do is go on the main road just so it's a different route. Go to the log station, get the Kraz down there as well. I did want to drive the tractor a bit more as well. But I'm not sure if there's going to be time, because I wanted to actually deliver logs with it, with that big trailer that had like 8 points worth. So I might do that for the last one, but I'm not sure if there's going to be time for that. Because I need to get all the way to the log station with that first, because it's at the garage now. And then I need to get all the way to the lumber mill. Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll get this lumber mill first, and then I'll get that with, I don't know, we'll see. I probably won't be able to complete the map actually today. Thinking about it. Oh, is that lock kiosk? It is. If I had a crane, actually, are there more lock kiosks around? Because if I had a crane, I could use one of those. But there's one down there, which doesn't really help. Goes right next to the lumber mill anyway. Or the log station, sorry. There's literally one lock kiosk. No, it doesn't really help at all, sorry. Well, not sorry, but unfortunately. It would be helpful if there were more lock kiosks, because then I could use the tractor as well, the loader claw attachment. Then I could load the logs onto the trailer. I could detach the trailer, load them onto it, and then deliver them. But yeah, can't really do that. Don't tap it, please. Yes, thank you. Okay. This bit's muddy. I should have just taken the other path. That would have been a lot quicker. I just thought it would be more interesting to actually show a different one as well. Oh well though, already here. I'll load it up again with logs. Then I'll get the Kraz down here. I will try to get that delivered, but yeah, we'll see how long it takes. Also, that's the log kiosk in the way again. Hold on. Because that's for manual log loading if you've got a crane attachment. Let's get it down here. I need to remember that the hill map doesn't have a fuel station. Because that is actually quite a big downside of it. Well, it makes it a lot more difficult than if it had a fuel station somewhere. Because that means you can't have fuel trucks on this, like refueling trucks, not a thing. Unless the one that was already on the map, but I'm not sure how full that was. Because the orange truck that we saw at the garage, the cab of a truck, that had a fuel system. I'm not sure how full it was. Map is not fuel proof, yes. That is true. There's our trusty Kraz 255. Unpack the long log cart. Let's load it up then, shall we? What's the best route now? Okay, we can go all the way back here. Up here. Through that bit. I think that's passable, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure about this bit here. And then there's the lumber all the way back here. I don't know how that'll work. Or if I should approach it from up here, but that's going to take longer. This'll take far too long anyway, I think. Which is unfortunate. I did really want to... Yeah, how am I even supposed to get through there? I guess like that. There's like a bit of a ridge here. I don't know. Actually, if I went here, up there, past like that. Yeah, and then I could go up the serpentine. Around there. Cut through there, hopefully, and then up to the lumber mill. This looks like shorter trees, maybe. Possible trees. That's the route I've got planned now. I'm going to set out immediately to see how far I get. Literally got 7 minutes left, so yeah. Even if we did manage to pull this off, which I'm not sure we will in the time. Even then, there would be another lumber mill still not having any delivered to, so might have to split this. Either split it into 2 streams or just not do the last one. Oh goodness. I should not have. I don't know, maybe. I don't know if this is the right choice, the right route through here. I think the truck behind, not sure how close it's supposed to be. Come on, push. Need to check on the front as well. Can you not go overtime? Sure, a bit. You'll start it a bit late. Yeah, I did. B. Oh, bit. Oh, yeah, sorry. I did read it correctly, but yeah. It's literally only after you've corrected yourself that I noticed that a correction was even necessary in the first place. But yeah, I don't know how long I'll be. There's a bee quote. Is it a bee movie quote? No, it's probably the letter B in the quote. I don't know. I don't know if it is. Okay, that's pushing from the side. That is not ideal. It's a vine. Ain't copyrighted. Only a few seconds long. Okay. Cursor, please. Come on. I need to re-winch that because it was pushing from the side. And I didn't want it. I didn't want the. That is loaded, good. I didn't want the Zill to push over the Kraz. Kratz, probably. Just gonna go through the puddle and hope for the best. That's just a small puddle, isn't it? It's not gonna do much damage. Nah, it's all dandy. Look at that. It's wonderful. There's the link. Okay, I'll have a look at that briefly. Ah, that cuts off at the end. No. Okay, so the other truck is actually pushing me now, which is really helpful. This one's better. Ooh woo. I'll watch that as a short. Well, not as a short, as a video. In a bit. Don't want to tip this, really don't want to tip this. Muddy gurgling and stews, I guess. Hold on. Come on, please. Yeah, I'm not gonna winch yet. Gonna move out of the difficult bit, okay, and then I'm gonna drive the other one a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly watch it. No, I'm not gonna keep you waiting. I'll reload. Chat's not displaying here. There it is. Displaying here. Ah, sorry. You can enjoy the sounds in the background. Where's the link? Let's see. I hope it won't be too loud.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Michael with a B, and I've been afraid of insects my entire life.
Stop. Where? Where's the bee? There's a bee?
I see. Yeah. I've not seen that before. It's just Beichel. Like that. I use it quote often. No one ever gets it sub bike for short, yeah. I remember it retroactively. I remember it now that you did say that quite a few times in the past. But I hadn't seen it myself, so I never knew it was a reference. I just thought you said that. I didn't know what the reference was too. Or that there even was a reference before. Okay, that isn't helping again. The winch truck, I may need to just drive both. Hold on. Again, separately. I'll try to get through this river. It's essentially a river. It literally is. Obscure references that don't land are the best. Well, debatable. It's nice when someone gets a reference, but that isn't always the case. Okay, I don't want to drown here. Hold on. Let me out. And please don't tip it. How many times have I said that today? And there's a really muddy bit here for some reason. Why? Let me out! Exactly. I'll get the other truck in a bit. Okay, that seems risky. Like the long logs, they do get you more points. Like it is 6 points instead of 2 or 4. But it's also the most risky because they tip them the easiest because they're a lot longer. Wheel slip detection, activate sander. It's not gonna do much, is it? Wonderful. Managed to pull that out. Kind of. I'll get the other truck soon. And this one's gonna get out of fuel as well. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I don't see myself completing the map, unfortunately, because there's just no fuel stops. Although, one moment. Was this truck that had the fuel cistern, wasn't it? Okay, this fuel cistern is... Actually, this is our fuel truck. And if I detach the fuel cistern, the fuel would be gone forever. Because I wouldn't be able to get it in there again. So, actually I have to use this truck to get the fuel to the Crash 255. Yeah. Although maybe not yet. It's good that we have that resource, this one fuel truck. But on the other end, yeah. I like my quotes nice and identifiable. Nice and crispy. Yeah. Same. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please don't drown again. That's really close. Okay. I think we've managed it. Okay, not quite. I shouldn't have said that, but there's thankfully a tree that we can winch to. Please don't tip it. Please don't tip it. No! Oh no. No, no, no. It's all gone wrong. The tree is not helping in this case. I need to rotate myself. There we go. Okay, that's... Whew, that was close. I hope that's the closest I'll get to tipping today. If I were to just steer right, I would just outright tip right then and there. So I'm gonna be a bit more careful. My laptop, it's water logged. Can't even spell, too much water. Hello, how are you? I'm under the water, please help me. It's like drowning music, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I know that music. I've not played the game, that game, but I know the music. Okay, how am I gonna get through that without tipping over? You know what? I'll actually winch. I'll winch my side to that tree up ahead. That should help a lot with not tipping. Look at this. That's brilliant. Sorry, mushrooms. Didn't mean to crush you. I can't drive to the right because I'm just gonna fall down. No! Oh, it's close. The most stressful sound ever. Yeah. Good composers in that game. Yeah, how do I turn around now? I've got to drive down. I don't know. Do you know what? I'll have to drive up ahead and then I'll have to reverse into the road, I think. I can't drive around these trees, otherwise this won't work. Put in reverse. Come on, I want to see properly. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Good stuff, okay. Phew, that was close. Yes, Al, thank you. I can feel that Charles is looking for a more stressful sound. I can just sense it. I see. Wasn't thinking of that, but maybe. Okay, I'm really surprised that worked. I'm really surprised it was more difficult with a smaller truck. I heard a wolf. Oh no. I heard a wolf. Please. Yeah, thank you. In real, like here you can just switch vehicles, but in real life I'd have to actually get out of one truck and then walk all the way to the front and then get back here, and same with just switching to another part of the map, a vehicle on another part of the map, which is a lot more comfortable here. Especially if there's wolves about. Would not want to walk throughout the entire map to get in the tractor or whatever. That would not be fun. Especially at night with wolves. I've saved the mushroom. And I've left the other truck behind. Thankfully I noticed. Okay, where's the lowest point of the... I guess that's okay. Well, I wasn't. To be sure, to be sure. Nah, I'm a bit sleepy. Okay. That's fair. Come on, please. Sleepy pumpkin. Uh-huh. Pat, pat, zzz. I've turned into a mosquito now. Pat, 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 X99. Yes, push me, thank you. Thank you. Okay, I think that's the trick. Okay, please don't push me now. Like that. Not like that. Not like this. I think that's probably the trickiest part of it done. Bunch of these, okay. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's okay like that after all. Yeah. Look at this. Not like that, sir. Get your nose out of my bumper. The hood, yeah. I guess they did call the hood the nose in real life as well. Like the needle nose trucks. Like the Peterbilt needle nose trucks from the USA. They did actually call needle nose. My windscreen's up here. Yes. Don't want to tip it. Don't want to tip it. Don't want to tip it. I mounted the cliff then. Also, I shouldn't winch like that. No. That's going wrong. But yeah, I'm glad there's at least a fuel truck on the map. That is good. Yeah, I'm just going to drive up the hill with the fuel I have, and then I'll get the other truck up afterwards. This map's a lot more difficult than I remembered. Because I didn't think about fuel stations, but yeah, I don't actually remember there ever being a fuel station on this map. Wonderful. Now it's starting to splatter again. Because I've got so little fuel. I'm literally just going to use the rest of it, I think. Although, hold on. Oh goodness. I want to turn right, but I feel like if I turn right, I'm going to tip over. Okay, 6 liters left. Come on. That's not going to do much. Yeah. That's stuck for now. Well, there we go. Okay. Let's get this one up. And then we need to get the fuel tank, the fuel truck to these two. Well, this one's actually got 131 liters in the ZIL 131. Yeah, this one's actually got fuel still, so I could actually unload these logs, the lumber mill probably, but the Kraz with a 6-point load is out of order currently, out of action. You won't be shot tonight, Kango. Russia is being kind to you and your logs. That's a plus. Can I just turn to the right here? Will that tip over? It seems like it might. Although if I winch the rear to that tree, that should help. See, that works. Look at that. Just sideways. Oh, that's brilliant. Wonderful. Huh. Get your popcorn. Oh. Here we go, fellas. Oh, sorry, that was the chat. Unless you honk at them. Here we go, fellas. Get your popcorn. Oh. I mean, yay! Thank you, I guess. Actually, I could try to just pull the Kraz out. Just without the Kraz helping. But don't know how far I get with that, because yeah, not sure if that'll... Actually, the parking brake was on. Classic mistake. It's sort of working, but that's gonna take literal ages. I'm gonna run this guy out of fuel as well. But at least I'm able to get the truck out of the water. Mud water thing. Okay, that isn't going anywhere. I'll drive this route with this truck first. Just to see if that is a valid route at all, even. And then I'll get the fuel truck to refuel the Kraz, and I'll try to drive the same route of the Kraz. 255. But yeah, it's just gonna take ages, and we've already quarter hour overtime. Like, I'd be up for just completing the map, but it's just gonna take a while. Because even if we get both of these trucks to that lumber mill, there's still one more lumber mill to do. And for that last one, I did want to do it with a tractor, and just with a 8-point load, so that just in one go, basically. But it's still gonna take a bit. I'm content. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. All of this looks really hazardous. Goodness me. The frogs are laughing at me. Oh, that was close. Oh no. Is this going to be the bit where I tip it? Okay, if I winch to that tree, that should help again. See, I'm sure I would have tipped it here if I hadn't winched to that tree. Okay, I cannot get the Kraz 255 through here. Not a chance. That is far too huge. Especially with a long log cart trailer. No way. I'll need to find a different route for that. Yeah, I don't think this is supposed to drive through here. But I also can't really reverse now. Is that just really dense forest, so I'll be forced to reverse? Is that what this is? A few more splinters on my butt won't hurt more. I moo woo. Good. Drifting, we maybe snap the truck for a wheelbarrow. Swap the truck for a wheelbarrow. Yeah, I mean, there's so much wood though. I'll have to squeeze through here. If I pull this off... Also, that tree was 2D at first. Look at that, it's 2D trees. Anyway. How? Legit how? I'm legit wondering. Maybe through there? I don't know. Seems far too tight. I'll get rid of that winch. I'm almost out of the dense bit, but there's just so many trees here. I don't think... I'm not that confident anymore that I'll be able to do this. I also don't want to skip the night, because then I'll drain the fuel. I'm wasting so much fuel anyway. Oh, I'm just... That's what she said, yeah. Tight, yes, I guess. Yeah, I cannot get through that. No. No way. That's a fail. Bit of a fail, that. It's getting morning though, so that's good. Can I see any way where I can get through, possibly? Between those two trees, maybe? It's the only thing I can imagine now, but... There's a branch down there as well, which doesn't help. So I can't return. This is ridiculous. Okay, okay, that's good. Sorry, mushrooms. Wow. Okay, I did not expect this to actually... I say that. Spoke too soon, possibly. Am I seriously stuck on a rock now? Or is it that tree? Come on, okay. Thank you. Oh. Is there no path/road? There is, but those aren't shortcuts. Yeah, there are. If I went all the way around, I would have been able to. Also, there's another rock. I would have been able to go through a better way, but I thought this would be quicker because I misjudged the trees. On the map, I thought there were a lot smaller trees which I'd be able to drive through, but apparently not. But yeah, thankfully got through that bit, which surprised me in the end. I literally thought, okay, that's it. That's literally it, I thought. The truck, the frog's just laughing at me. Frogs are laughing. You cannot tell me that's not a laugh. Don't drown now, please. Please? Thank you, I guess. Let's winch that tree. That's perfect winch point. That's gonna save me from not tipping. Don't tip the other way. I'm laughing, yes. I'm glad my content's amusing. Content. I'm glad the stream's what's going on is amusing. Where's the tries? Hello. Hello there. You missed, you just about missed me almost giving up on the entire thing because there was a really dense forest with really dense trees and I almost didn't fit through there at all. It was right here. Right here. Because I thought this would be a shortcut, but apparently it wasn't. And I came really close to tipping over as well. Hey, hi, yes indeed. So there's 2 more lumber mills to deliver stuff to. Sorry, mushrooms. And again if I did hit them. There's the lumber mill, look at that. I'll never go this way again. Oh, sorry, coming through, excuse me. That's also floating, kinda. Good, that's 4 load points delivered. Wonderful. The other lumber mill's up here, but yeah, I need another long logs, and this truck's out of fuel, so I'll have to get the fuel truck to the other truck. Where was it? Kamaz 65 111. The Kamaz truck, yeah, this one. Kababa. Right. Is there a spare tire, spare wheel? I'll get that. If that got rid of the fuel cistern, that would have been game over. Pretty much. Anyway, it wasn't, so I'll go back up here, back this way. Up the Serpentine. Along the road, yes, there actually is a road up here. try to squeeze through that, get to the Kraz, and then I'll have to just take the longer way around here to the lumber mill to deliver the rest of the points for that, and then I'll have to switch to the tractor, go all the way to the log station, and then deliver that to the, once I'm at the log station with that, I'll have to go, well, like that, back up here, and then to that one. But yeah, that's gonna be relatively quickly. I'll go relatively quickly, I think, the last one, but you're doing overtime. Right, logistics all, yes. Insert Toad screams, yes. Fitting with this being a swamp. That's odd, like the toad creatures in Mario are barely ever in a swamp, if at all. I know it's Toad's tools, but still. Insert Toad screams. Funny. Right, cab overtime. This is, so ways to try is so in this game you can equip like fuel add-ons, like this fuel cistern for example, or like smaller fuel tanks, but the thing is they spawn empty. If you equip them at a garage, they spawn empty, so you first need to get to a fuel station to be able to fill them up, unless it's a truck that naturally spawns in the map where they can already have fuel in them. If this is a truck spawned somewhere, but on this map there is no fuel station. There's a part of the original hill map from SpinTires, ported to MudRunner, and so this truck that spawned, this fuel truck that spawned, is the only fuel you can like transfer between trucks on the map. Once that's used up, or if I had detached it at the garage, like unequipped it rather, the fuel cistern, then that fuel would be gone forever, because it can't, as I said, you can't refuel them. And you can only fuel other vehicles from fuel add-ons, not from your fuel tank. It's quite an adventure indeed. And I've still yet to tip over. I'll re-chat soon. Insert where? Don't know if you want to know. Don't know if I want to know. Look, there's a road. We don't need diff lock for once. Differential lock. You have yet to answer me, tries. A road. Yes. Gasp. I know. Look at that, lovely. So much fun. Now let's go off the road again. That's it, enough fun I guess. No, it is fun. But it is satisfying to have a moment where you don't need to, where there's no mud to deal with and like uneven terrain where it's just literally a road for once. That is a nice change of pace every now and then in the game. Let's just go through here. It's gonna be fine. There's the Kraz all the way back there, look at that. Which we need to fuel up. I only drive these in the wages of fare. Wages of fare? Also, I should really not read chat while I'm driving, because then it's really easy for me to make mistakes. Right, we're here. Fuel cistern, let's fuel it up. Fully fueled, lovely. Do we need to repair it? It's not damaged. Neither of these are damaged, that's good. Okay. What do we do now? That should be fine, I guess. I'll leave the fuel truck there. Where was I? Okay, that's wages of fare. Where was I? Clear chat. IMDb. The wages of fare. Okay, 1953. Oh, explosives. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. Actually, those light clusters with that guard in front, like with a marker or indicator here, like that sort of light cluster looks really similar to the... It's a different truck, but it looks really similar to the ZIL 131, which we drove earlier. This one was like the like grid in front of that protection guard, and the way that looks, it's just really similar to me. To me, at least, looks really similar. Text and drive, it's Russia, Kanga, go for it. No. I know that film. I'm doing it anyway. I know that film, yes I do as well. I've seen that, I think, back in 2020 or so. That is fun as well. It's finally a bit where there's no mud. It's only nitroglycerin, you can text and drive. Ha ha ha. I mean, even if I wasn't carrying anything, I wouldn't want to do that because I'd just tip over. Also, I should turn right. I should turn left. Sorry, I should turn left. I'll make a few markers for myself. That looks a bit odd. The way that doesn't really connect the lines there anyway. Doesn't matter. I'll just put the thing here. Okay. Right. Hey, it's the next day, IRL. Amazingly collected it. Oh, sorry, there's chat. That's all the pee Chardonnay's didn't pee in the sea during a sailing. Oh. Oh, yeah. Sailwind, yeah. Amazingly collected, yeah. Shameful, really. Oh, see. Sorry for reading those out of order. That's iffy. That's a bit iffy. We're good though. There's an adventure and a half, isn't it? Look at this. Yeah, if logging was like this in real life, only with the added complication of having to physically get out of the... to not have an exterior camera for once, to not be able to know what's going on back there, here, and with the added complication of having to get out of the truck every time you want to attach the winch, as well as just switching trucks in general, having to get out and get in every time. I don't think I wanted to become a logging truck driver. If it was like this. But yeah. But this just looks stunning. It could be worse. It could be raining. True. That's the classic joke where it then proceeds to start to rain. Honestly, even if driving an IRL logging truck was like this, it would still be safer and far better than actual IRL logging. Would it? I mean, these trucks do exist IRL, and they did do logging, but the maps are fictional. I'm not sure how wild, like, the logging terrain, like logging bits would be. I do think there would be more roads involved IRL, and not just areas like this. Okay, that looks like a shortcut, but is it really a shortcut? Because can I cut through there? Not sure if I want to risk that. No, I don't think so. It looks really tempting, but I feel like if I went back there, I wouldn't be able to actually get all the way through, and then I'd be stuck back there. I think they mean like the chainsaws and machinery, etc. Maybe. I think, yeah, logging is different than log truck driving. I think that's what they meant, yeah. I think you're right. My comment was more on the safety of logging itself, not the truck driving. Yeah, I guess so. Although I guess it depends on the country as well. How strict like procedures and stuff are enforced. Strictly they're enforced. Let's go. Finally, more civilized road. Yeah, that would have been very tricky to get through, I think, if I did go back there where the open, alluring meadow was. I'm from western Montana. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. The sounds are so good as well in this game. Hot damn! Not that I was ever in logging, but... Montana was my favorite map in Extreme Trucker 2. Yeah, same. SES Software's previous game, like from 2011. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And that also had the Hayes HDX logging truck in it. Unlicensed, of course, but still. With the offset cab, which I never noticed for the longest time. But yeah, the cab is offset to the left side, so you can look around the huge hood better. But yeah. That was a lot of fun. Like the yellow and red. One of the logging trucks was yellow with a black hood, and the other one was red with a black hood, and the cab itself was white, I remember. That also had a trailer like this, sort of like this, where like you couldn't fold it in game. There was just, you could deliver it either, like it was modeled folded or modeled as a normal trailer you could use. Sorry, mushrooms. But yeah, you couldn't physically fold it. But still, was lovely. Finally made it. Okay. Like that, like that, I mean, where it's folded on, like that. Okay. That was a lot. Okay. Only this one left, Lumber Mill 3, you can see here. All those are filled out, only 3 left. I bet you use, only one of them left, I mean, Lumber Mill 3 is left, okay. I bet you say all your trees are sequoia. Grace Kelly to Cary Grant to catch a thief. Oh. I don't remember that line, but I have seen that film. Right, let's get the Kirovets out. Well, the STEVORIK, rather. In real life it's called Kirovets, but this fictionalized Kirovets from the workshop by Voto 1979 is called STEVORIK, so backwards. He did the same backwards naming thing with a fictionalized Bart bug as well. Okay, let's get 8 loading points. Let's do this. Please tell me I can attach it. Thank you. Is that properly attached? Oh no. Can I even... Please tell me I can attach that properly. Don't know if that'll stay. No, that's literally just gonna be... Okay, this might be a problem. I don't think I'm meant to attach that really. Yeah, it already detached. I just want to get rid of it quickly. Hold on. Yeah. 4 points, 5 points, what to do? That's the only one with 8 points for this truck, for the tractor. Anything else is gonna take far too long. Hold on, I'll have a look here. Not this one. D535. Does that have a... no. Maybe it won't detach if I attach it to this one. That's closer to the lock station as well. Notably film for double entendres. A notable film for double entendres. I see. Is the title itself a double entendre? The thief. Is that also euphemism for something else? I don't think this will install. Oh, actually it will. Is that going to detach again or not, is my question. I think having the lock carry with crane might help to have like more weight on the front as well. I hope that this won't detach. But yeah, I may need to... I don't think so, okay. I'll try this, because this trailer is modded, this huge trailer. I'm not even sure what mod adds it. It's definitely a workshop mod. And yeah, I'll try to get this to the log station and then all the way to the lumber mill. Although, right, I have to go. She'll be back in 10 or so minutes. Okay. See you soon then. Because if I'm gonna finish this, it'll probably be in like 20 minutes, hopefully. I'll go the safe route. I won't take risks. But if you end stream before then, thank you for the company. It means a lot. Yeah, I'm really happy you joined. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, or at least the audio of it. And yeah, and don't drown me. Yeah, I'd also try not tipping it. But yeah, with this truck it shouldn't be an issue. I wanted to use the tractor more, but we'll still put it on the thumbnail. Yeah. Good night, Emichu. Thanks for coming. If you don't make it back before, but you should. If it's 10 minutes, then we should still just about be streaming still. But you will see. Good night for now. But yeah, we'll take it safe. Sort of. The physics of the dangling strap are impressive. Yeah, this game is really impressive. And this crane actually works as well. And there's just the suspension physics as well, and just in general, the sounds, the exhaust fume particles, and the water physics especially. Like, it's all really impressive. And just one, like, the actual, like, SpinTires, the game itself, like, there's MudRunner, there's a iterated upon version, like, slightly iterated upon version of the original SpinTires game. But SpinTires itself, which released in 2014, which didn't have a cockpit view, but other than that was pretty much the same game, was developed by one guy. Well, his name is Pavel, and then the last name, I can't remember the last name, it's Zab something. I don't remember the entire last name, it's a Russian name. But it's really, really impressive. The way he's managed to do all that by himself, pretty much. Actually, I want to know his name now. SpinTires. Pavel Zagrebelny. Pavel Zagrebelny. That's it. That's the original SpinTires game. Very impressive, I find. Chekhov. Yeah, Pavel Chekhov, yeah. Not quite. But yeah, I get it. But yeah, we'll only need this one truck to get to the lumber mill because, yeah, it is 8 points this modded trailer, so we'll be able to fill it up with one load. Fill the lumber mill with one load, so 8 points. Yeah. Rank? Oh, sorry. Game will be called Chekhov's truck. Yeah. Rank? Admiral. Lol. Was that Star Trek motion picture? Don't remember now. Sorry, it's 100% Star Trek, of course, but Star Trek 4. Okay, nope, 4. Okay. I see. Everyone's just correcting me. Thank you, by the way. And this is almost out of fuel. No. I'll need to get the fuel truck over here again. And I can't recover because then I'll lose the fuel. Oh no. I'm not even sure if the fuel truck's got fuel on its own, like in its tank still. I wish there was a fuel station on this map. I'm all for challenge, but I don't know. I just think it's unnecessarily difficult without a fuel station. 4 after the surgery. Okay. Chekhov's gun. I've heard that term before as well. Couldn't tell you what it's referring to exactly, but I'm familiar with that, yes. Yeah, I don't remember what it was exactly now, but I remember that being a thing. Chekhov's gun. Okay, I think I need to turn right now to go back to the lumber, to go back to the log station. I'm familiar with that, yes sir. Almost at the also, how am I supposed to turn around with that? Just thought of that. That's gonna prove tricky. Goodness me, I may need to use the winch to pull it in a direction. If a gun features in a story, there must be a reason for it. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I remember. Such as being fired at some later point. The principle that all elements must eventually come into play over the course of a story is recorded with some variation in several letters by Anton Chekhov as advice for the young playwrights. Oh, I see. Yeah, that was it. I remember that now, hearing about what that actually was, but I just didn't remember what it was before. If in a play you put a gun on a table in Act 1, you better fire it by the end of the play. Yeah. Unless it's like a gun store or whatever, where there's just loads of guns everywhere, then I don't think it's expected that some of them are used. But then again, actually yeah, because if the story features a gun store, then you would also expect at least one of them to be fired. And the funny thing is that Chekhov in Star Trek 4 only got put in the hospital because his gun wouldn't fire. Notably in the original series episode in which Chekhov is given an actual gun in an alien version of Tombstone, he actually has 2 guns and doesn't use either of them. The research firm determined this was an accurate portrayal of the actual events of the OK Corral. If that's a play on the saying, then that's brilliant. Oh wow. What? It's causing that light. Oh, that's so strange. Oh, did it just detach? Hold on. No, it didn't. Good. Whew, okay. Oh no, the fuel. Okay, I'll have to winch the trailer so it rotates, because it's got to be... Yeah. That helped a lot. But yeah, the trailer lights, like the backup lights, are broken. Look at that. That's far too bright. Look at that. I mean, it's helpful, but still. Also, yeah, please be able to load the logs. Trailer. 8 points, please. Thank you. Look at the model looks a bit. Look at that detached. That just detached outright. But how heavy is this? Spectre of the Gun episode. I like that one. Not sure I remember it. Even though I'm pretty sure they just made this one because they could reuse some Wild West sets they had lying around, though maybe confusing it with another episode, perhaps. Yep, okay. Okay, so, please don't detach again, otherwise I have no idea what to do. I also can't go through the water there, because that's just going to tip immediately. And I won't waste any more fuel, because I won't be able to do it on this load anyway. So, gonna get the fuel truck. It's just taking ages, I know. It's taking so long. Go down the Serpentine. Through here, I guess. Turn off. Cross river. Go to road. To D535 and then refuel it as much as it can. Although that's also not a lot of fuel. Actually, how much does it have still? 665. Okay, that's better. Let's chat as well. I do not want to tip the fuel truck, please. I'm just gonna be back soon. There's just water on the side of the slope here. Again, like on coast map, there was also strange water. It's so bizarre. Yeah. No confusion, you are correct, okay. Also, actually, that's risky. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we could do a shortcut here, but that would not go well. Oh, that's the line back there, that's nice. I'm not gonna risk that. It is quick anyway, this bit. Wonderful. But remember, chat says, waste the tries, Star Trek, the original series was pitched as a wagon train to the stars. And most of the episodes had an analogy to westerns or the American frontier in some fashion. Yep. As chat gets further and further from truck driving, thanks to Chekhov, yeah. Oh, that's fine. Can I go through there, or is that just going to make me tip over again? Do you know what? I'm not going to risk that either. I know better than to risk that. I'm going to go here. Over the water here. I don't have a crane with me, so I can't. Well, lock kiosk doesn't really. That's just for manual loading with a crane, but I don't have one equipped, and I've got a fuel system anyway, so that wouldn't do me good anyway here. But a lot of the good ones, in my opinion, were the more naval-inspired ones. The Doomsday Machine and Bounds of Terror. Yeah, I guess they can go either way with Star Trek, because it's not either of those things, so they can sort of lean in both directions. Ogniopsno means something in Russian? I don't know. Yep, and the MS one. This text you mean? Is this what you mean? I guess it means flammable, I'm guessing. because fuel probably means flammable. There's also flammable icon there, but that's probably what it means, yeah. Horatio Hornblower was the other main inspiration. Oh, I haven't heard of that. For example, explosive maybe? Yeah, probably explosive or flammable, something like that. Or hazardous. Or probably flammable, I'm guessing. Right, crossing the river here. Hopefully this will work without drowning the truck. Please. It's not damaged yet. Wonderful. Lovely. There's a link. Yep, flammable. Okay. There's a bit of a ridge here. Can't quite cross that, I don't think, but I'll bypass it a bit. Okay. And there's a dip again on this side. Please don't get stuck on here. I said please don't get stuck on here. Please tell me there's a winch point. Thank you. Okay. How best to winch out of here? Let's try a sideways winch. Okay, done that. Wonderful. Gotta be really careful. I'll have a look at that picture in a bit. There's the lumber mill back there. We've completely delivered stuff to. And that's for some reason the American, the version, like the asset from the American Wilds DLC for MudRunner, which wasn't in SpinTires. So it's really strange that they have the wrong. It's a ported map, so it's strange that they have the wrong lumber mill asset there. There's the log kiosk back there, but that is of no use to us. Yep, flammable. I would call that a minor bluff. A minor bluff? Oh yeah, the ridge thing there, yeah, the cliff ridge, smaller cliff thing, yeah, it's a minor bluff, yeah. It's fair. It's such an adventure. Didn't think it would take this long. I'm almost at the D535's location to fuel it up. I'll just be using all of this fuel distance fuel. So once that's gone, I won't be able to refuel it. So I really have to choose my route carefully. Route or route, whatever. And again, I can't use the fuel that's in this truck's fuel tank, the normal fuel tank. I can't transfer the fuel from that to another truck, only from add-ons. Which they did change in SnowRunner, thankfully, if a sequel to this. They did change it in that, which is a really good addition, but not here. There's the glass, you can see it through the fog really well, the glass. Because not being fogged up, rather. Yeah. Really muddy bit here. But yeah, thankfully we've been able to load the logs, which is also something I thought, okay, that's going to be a really big challenge, because it's such a huge trailer. And the hitch of it was also a bit buggy, but anyway, that worked out. Okay, we actually have... That's fully fueled, and then... Yeah, well, there's 67 liters left in the fields this turn. So that's good. Wonderful. Not sure if we'll need that, but it's good to know that there's a tiny bit left in there. So how do we want to drive? I mean, apart from safely. Okay. Could drive up the hill. That seems unsafe. Although, I've got to get up there again. I'm not going to drive up the hill. No. Unless, is that going to be, is this going to be safe or not? I can't tell. You know what, no. Not going to risk that. I'll have to look at chat first. Flammable. Okay, thank you. Spectre of the gun. Oh, I think I might have said sun before, sorry. It's gun, if I did misspeak. Don't remember that particularly well. Chekhov's gun, yeah. Right from his play. I think that's all the links, yeah. Yeah, already look at that. Right, I think, yeah, we won't risk going all the way up the hill. Or to the right here. We'll just go along this. To here. Yeah, and then we'll go like that. We might run out of waypoints soon. I think it's only 10 or so allowed. I don't know. Don't remember exactly. Or was that ETS2? I think it might have been ETS2. Actually, no, that's the limit right there. Okay, that's enough for now. So there's the last leg of the journey. Also, I need to remember that the trailer can disconnect by itself. Because it's a modded trailer, it was a bit buggy before. It disconnected from the STEVORIK tractor. Although that wasn't really meant to haul that. I don't know. It wasn't really compatible. It just glitched out a bit. So I need to remember that it can glitch out as well. Okay. It's gonna get morning soon. That's gonna be lovely. Come on, please. We've got a full tank, no damage at all. Which is wonderful. I'd like to see it. I'd love to see it, even. And we've got a crane as well, which could help us potentially, but we're probably not going to use it, I'm guessing. Come on. Woke up that crow. Sorry. Sorry about that. I hope we won't bottom out the trailer. That should be fine probably, because it's got a dolly in front as part of it. That's fine, it's okay. Right. Don't need the lights anymore. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, the dolly even has taillights as well, look at that. It's just at the very start of the trailer. Well, start at the front of the trailer. can't really see it that well, but yeah, there's lights there as well. They're all active for some reason, but that's fine. Okay. Because once we're on that road with the serpentines, we won't really leave it, because that leads straight to the lumber mill, pretty much, which is really nice. And this is the safe route, so we're very unlikely to have stuff happen. Although there are the serpentines. Oh goodness, I've just thought of that. The serpentines, we've got a gigantic trailer. How is that going to work at all? Is that where it's going to fail, the entire thing? How are we going to get past those corners? I've no idea. How are we gonna get past those corners? Like, this is huge. Oh no. I thought we could complete the map. We've gone so much overtime. I don't know if the trailer will fit around the bends there, because they're really sharp bends, which the trucks themselves can barely get past. And then there's just that huge trailer. I guess if we drag it across the cliff, maybe with winches, I have no idea. I thought it might. I didn't think of that part. We'll see soon enough. I'll definitely try it, because I don't want to give up before trying it. But it seems like it will be tricky. But after those serpentines, that's going to be... If we manage to pull that off, we'll pull the rest off as well, because that's just literally a road to the lumber mill. This seems a bit dicey as well. Look at this. Back, hello, welcome. I've just thought of something, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to complete this after all, this map. Because look at this gigantic logs trailer here. We've loaded it up. It's 8 points worth of logs, so it's going to fill. It's a motor trailer. It's going to fill up the entire lumber mill, the last one, if we get there. But the thing is, there's serpentines. There's the serpentines between us and the lumber mill. And how am I supposed to get that past the serpentines? Like around the corners? I don't know if I'll be able to winch it past the corners somehow up the cliff. I don't know. I'll try it, but I don't know if I'll be successful. Yes, hello, hello, Shardise. I guess, well, we'll see soon enough. It's right around the corner. It's just past the river there. On the road again. On the road again. Here we go. First serpentine coming up. Half an hour. Whoops. Yeah. I didn't, like, the time's just flying by. Not even keeping track of it anymore. Damn! 10 minutes, yeah. Piggy need loves and parsley. That's fair. Okay, we'll try it. We'll just try it. If we manage to pull this off, I'll be thoroughly impressed. And all surprised, rather. Come on. We need to take it really wide. Don't want to guzzle up too much fuel as well. Although this might actually work. No issue. I don't know. We'll just have to try. Okay, that's... We need to definitely need to reverse quite a lot. Not all at once, but just in small increments. Yeah, we'll just need to drag it across, I think, and hope it doesn't tip. That dolly's already clipping through the trailer there. Oof. Please don't tip it. Okay, wow, look at that. It's actually pulling through. Look at that. Ha ha ha. It's leaving trails as well. Tracks, rather. Goodness me. You lucky sod. Yeah, but we're not done yet. There's this bend, this hairpin, and then there's that, but that's much broader. So the last one's gonna work, but this is the only one left now. You lucky sod, yeah. Hey, you can ride on the crane if you want, on the seat up there. But I need loves and parsley too. Yeah. Been a while since I've had parsley. Good few months. Look at all the exhaust fumes I'm causing. I need the headlights at this point. Okay, that's kind of ripping on the joint there. Scraping it. Ah. Look at this. Look at this. Absolutely insane. Look at this. Okay. Now look at that. Hey, it's a hat. Okay, whatever. I don't want to risk it tipping over now. I want to winch it somehow. Preferably on the right side. I don't know if it's necessary, but I just really don't want to win. Don't want to tip it now. Maybe if I... Hey, the rear winch point of the truck isn't even showing now. No, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, I think. Look at this. Just absolute insanity. Like, as arduous as this game can be, with the mud and all that, the moments where stuff like that just works, and where it does, yeah, those are really satisfying, I find. And that kind of balances it out to me. And just the fact that the driving physics and the sounds are just really fun. But yeah, that's just me. Last hairpin. I'll reach that soon. Look at this. I keep saying look at this, but just look at this. It's like a cliff edge. Please winch. Please don't fail me now. Okay, there actually is a winch point up there. Even if not, I could get the tractor, because that is really close by. Okay, park and brake, please. Do you know what? It's kind of stuck now, but we've done most of it. Actually, we've got a crane. Maybe that can help. If I extend that, could I winch to those trees back there? Oh, that doesn't have a winch point, of course. It's not SnowRunner. Well, never mind that, I guess. Okay, there's a tractor. I would like to have this on the thumbnail off anyway, so I'll just get this very quickly over there and try to pull it up. I'll pick up the trailer. It's too... The crane grabber is too small for that. I'll need to read chat. Sorry. You also need your butt wiped because you sit in your own poop all day too. Pigs are cute, but also so gross. Although I think actual pigs, like full-size pigs, I think those... I don't know. I've heard that those are quite clean animals, actually, despite popular belief. Like, if they're not forced in captivity to just be in, like, 1 by 1 meter pens or whatever. Like, naturally, I think they're quite clean. Okay, do we reverse, or how close are we? Okay, we can reverse. Oops, sorry, damaged it. XD. Who says brute force doesn't pay off? Yeah, sometimes it does with this game. Alright, let's reverse. Barely see stuff. That's better. Oh, careful. Gotta raise the claw a bit. Not sure if the loader claw actually helps. Actually, does the loader claw add-on get rid of the rear winch point? I hope it doesn't. So am I now... Is the claw stuck on the ground? Where are the crane controls? No, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. No! Stop! I want to raise the arm, please. It doesn't show the crane controls. That's definitely wrong. That was not my intent. Although there's a winch point, so... Although I'm now stuck on my own claw. R, okay. Finally. Not sure if grabbing it will really do much, but... This will. Yes! Power, I guess. Look at this. This has to be a thumbnail. Those two side by side. Brilliant. Okay, I'll just park up next to it again. And then we'll take the thumbnail. It's, yeah. Maybe? I do want to definitely have the tractor on the thumbnail. I think that's good. Oh well. Right, now to deliver the logs. Actually, is that... That's literally right at the end of the road. Okay, there's no hurdles left. Although, you know what? Just for the sake of it, let's just drag it. Let's drag it with the tractor. That's gonna be fun. I'll read chat. Actually, I'll read chat first, and then we'll do the tiny last leg on the row. Nothing will happen there. I'm sure it's all gonna be fine. Okay, very quickly read chat. Like I said, a very cautious driver. Sure. Yeah, the fact that the driving physics are all spot on within the confines of the game is pretty dang amazing. Yeah, definitely. This is what we in Mother Russia call the open road. Yes. Good luck maybe running out. I don't think it is. Just hoist yourself by your own petard. Petard? Pick up the trailer. Yeah, I don't think that'd work. Don't think it'd really grab on that well. Like, I don't think the crane would be strong enough to move it, really. Pick up the logs, one by one, then throw them up the last little bit of the hill. That I could actually do that, because if I unpack the logs, then they turn into individual logs. But that would have taken a lot of time. Or just hoist your petard whip, sorry. Making... What's a petard? I don't know what that is. Making other vehicles hoist your own petard seems a little unfair. Like a little OP. Is that a typo? I'm not sure. What face? Crabs be like. Jeremy Clarkson's tractor driving is nothing on you. Stuck on my own claw. Stuck on my own claw. Wow. The claw! The claw! You reverse and accidentally bump it back down the hill. Yeah, if it was Looney Tunes, sure. A religious zealot. Woody and Toy Story. Need to rewatch those, definitely. Did you climb the right hill? Yes, I did. And make a deal with a god. And make a deal with God. Okay. What happened with the engine? Oh, sorry, that's loud. The claw. Yeah, I know the thing. I'll need to edit this stream anyway, so I'll turn the volume down a bit for that. Sorry. I know the quote and I've quoted it lots myself. Yeah, it's a classic. 1995 as well. Actually, was it? What year was Toy Story? I think it was 1995. Come on. Here we go. Look at this. Maybe this as a thumbnail would be better. Because then it's more in the sunshine. Sunlight. So much fun. I'll scroll down the chat here so I can actually see your messages. Yep, 95. Thought so, but thank you for confirming. And the crows flying off whenever you honk as well. It's not always, but if you haven't honked in a long time, there they go again. If you haven't honked the horn in a long time, then they do. There's a crow squawking sound, like you're scaring them away, and they also you can see them flying off basically, which is really nice. There it goes again. I'm not sure what the timer is on that. Maybe like 10 seconds. I have no idea. Yeah, there's normally it's front wheel drive this particular tractor, and it's articulated as you can see. Instead of the wheels turning, the entire joint behind the cab turns basically. So yeah, I love this thing. There's fictionalized Kirovet's tractor on the workshop by about 1979. He called it STEVORIK, which is just Kirovet's backwards. Yeah, don't need all-wheel drive for this. Diff lock is always on. It just looks so good, this particular vehicle. It is a mod vehicle, this one. The one behind us isn't. There's the lumber mill. But it just looks so believable, this design. It's just fictionalized. But still, I just love it so much. Definitely one of my favorite vehicles in the game, like mod-wise. Lovely, okay. No, don't reverse, please do not reverse. Switch to pull, then reverse myself. Maybe that could be a thumbnail actually, Although it is a bit floating on the right there, sorry. Something like that. But yeah. I think that's enough for today. We've gone a lot over time. Here we go, load 8 points. This is going to finish the entire map. If I unload this now. We can have them hold hands. I'll read chat as well. There's a link, YouTube link. We've got to get this right, hold on. Come on. Oh, maybe for a thumbnail actually. How do we lower the thing? Gee. Very briefly. Crane mode, very, very briefly. Just a symbolic, a symbolism for the winching, for the helping out. Something like that. I don't know. I thought it might be nice, but I don't know if it's gonna work after all. There we go! Finally! Look! It's actually grabbing the other claw. Oh, that's brilliant. I love this. Now, screenshot. That's got the ghost branch on it. I love this so much. It's just grabbing it. That's wonderful. Okay. I'm so glad we were able to do this. We didn't use that Jeep thing, the USE 469 at all. It's just sat here the entire time. But yeah, we don't need this. We don't need this. I won't even move it. See? Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's it. I'm just gonna unload it. This was lovely. This was wonderful. There we go. Thanks, that's all. 8 points delivered. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, hill, I guess. Mod map. There's a base game map from SpinTires, but this particular version of it is a mod map. 3 hours, 18 minutes. Okay. 1,813 liters. Trucks unlocked all of them. Garages unlocked all of them. Watch points found all of them. Distance traveled 22.47 kilometers. Times rescued 5. Completed with game balance casual 4. Progression point earned. Yeah, that doesn't make a difference now. I've already unlocked everything anyway. That was a lot of fun. I'll read chat one last time before we end, but that was so much fun. I'm so glad it ended in success at the end and not in failure, especially with the cliffs bit, with the serpentines, and with the other bit before with a really dense forest. I honestly thought, yeah, I tried these. There's the standalone ones in the workshop, but I tried this pack of them because of the comment about there not being any trucks on the map anyway. So glad I got through a dense forest. So glad I got past the serpentines. I'm going to leave windows open so I can get the screenshots out still for the thumbnails, stuff like that, but that's fine. Gotta do it off stream anyway. Read chat one last time. There's YouTube link. Please don't be too loud. Okay, as a song. Stranger Things 4 soundtrack. Running up that hill. Okay. And if I could, I'd make a deal with God. Okay. I know. Yeah, I didn't know it was a song. Super copyright. Okay, sorry. Sorry. It's literally 1 second. It's gonna be fine. Watch after stream. Okay, I just didn't read. I didn't make the connection at first. I hear it now. Thank you for the stream. Kept me entertained and company. Uwu. Holding hands. Oh, yes. Got your nose. E.T. moment. Yeah. Julius 2 will pay you now. Bye-bye. Bye. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye. Ain't gonna be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for copyrighted. Twitch, I guess. I don't know. I'll be right there. Yeah. Radio Tycoon 2. Yay. Radio Tycoon 2? What does that have to do with it? I'm not sure what you mean. No, Cam Girl! He Cam, okay. Can go, NSYNC song, we'll link later, okay. Thank you. Bot deleted, Twitch deleted, YouTube deleted, hard disk deleted, chat deleted, they're coming for you, Kango! The song on team. Oh, yeah. I've not tried that really yet. That much. I've played quite a bit of Radio Tycoon 3 in the past. Also not that recently, but anyway, I'll leave that. FBI open up. No, I'm going to close the stream now. Hand over the Kate Bush. No, I refuse. Also, my face cam kind of needs to go back down. Very last thing, yeah. There we go. Whoa. Okay. Don't know what I'll stream next. Maybe I'll need this up there again, but it's gonna be fine. Anyway, where was I? Why should the FBI open up for you? They usually really open the door for the FBI, if we're honest. But by all, yes, that was a good transition. Again, thank you. Transition, thank you. Okay, night to you. Yes, indeed. Thank you for coming as well, and sweet dreams. Good night. It's now 1 o'clock where I am, AM. Anyway, good night. See you on Monday. Yes.